Sting is universally loved. That fan base hates Goldberg. So even if Tony Khan really wants to bring him in, because I'm hearing everything, oh, bro, you didn't go out the way you want. Oh, we got one, he's hearing all that. But is he going to go against his fan base that would absolutely hate Goldberg being there?
Let's talk about MJF wanting Goldberg to be in AEW. He said, if Goldberg wants some, I'm right here. But I will embarrass him. I will demolish him. I will snap, crack, and pop every single tendon, ligament, and bone in his stupid old musty body. You know who's next? Nobody. He'd be last. So I mentioned this before, man. I could see it happening. I mentioned this a couple of times, and I think slowly but surely, I think it's going to happen, man. I think he's going to – it's not going to be – like 30 matches, undefeated like Sting. We're not going to have a Sting run when it comes to Tony Khan and AEW, but I do think he's going to have a proper send-off in Goldberg's mind. He's going to have that send-off. He's going to, retire winning and the fans loving him. Vince, I mentioned this to you before, man.
Does he have to win? That's like everything
but
else.
He's going to win. You know he's going to win. You know he's going to win. You know he's going to win. Vince, let me ask you this. I mentioned this before, and it looks like slowly but surely MJF in character is kind of planting the seeds. Do we get Goldberg at AEW? Go.
Bro, that's the listen, I could definitely see, here's the problem. I could definitely see Tony doing it in a heartbeat. I can definitely see. But on the other side of the coin, it's totally against everything his fan base wants. Totally. That fan base loves, everybody loves Sting. Sting is universally loved. That fan base hates Goldberg. So even if Tony Khan really wants to bring him in, because I'm hearing everything, oh, bro, you didn't go out the way you want. Oh, we got one, he's hearing all that, but is he going to go against his fan base that would absolutely hate Goldberg being there?
I think he's willing to do it. And I think if there's anybody that can turn the crowd to make anybody a babyface opposite him, it would be MJF.
I think MJF would get cheered out of the building. I think the place would be chanting MJF.
They probably would. They probably would, but MJF knows how to flip people, and he does that. He's done that, and he's done it successfully. I think that if there's anybody else that he would have went against, I don't think there's a strong enough heel in AEW outside of Christian Cage. But he's starting to turn because of the Edge thing, but I think Christian would have been a good opponent because he had so much heat. But I think MJF would too. I think that they would do that.
I mean, I know exactly why we should think this, because on paper he's the strongest heel and he has turned people in the past. But I really, really don't think I think the fans would turn, and I think the harder he tried, the more they would cheer them. I don't know if I was going to do this though. Like, I would probably have MJF dropping this bit a little bit, keeping it kind of fresh in the memories, but you build it up and you get Goldberg to come back to do one more, and you give him some, like, even a heel without a lot of heat, I think Goldberg gets cheered over. Like a mid-level, like not nobody, but somebody that like is sacrificial. Do the match, You have Goldberg win, bring the family in, everybody's coming in, and then he gets the mic and it's cut, and like this time has been bought by MJF, and you cut off his retirement speech one more time, and then you build it back. It's MJF and Goldberg.
That would be funny. I think the easy way to do this is MJF's cutting promos. He's outside of the world title picture now. He's trying to reestablish himself to be in the world championship picture. But what you have to do is you got to book a show in Atlanta. You got to have it in Atlanta. You got to have, like, he's going to get pops regardless. And what you do is MJF is upset that he's not a part of the show. He's not on the card. So he comes out, he cuts a promo, he talks about Atlanta, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, you know, I'm going to force myself to be on the show. I'm having an open challenge, right? And then you have everybody start chanting Goldberg. You have Goldberg come out.
Oh, yeah, Gilbert come out. Sorry, okay.
You have Gilbert come out. So even if you did that, that would be funny too. Because if you have Gilbert come out, you got the fans booing. MJF just obliterates Goldberg. And he's like, that's all you got? And then all of a sudden you get the Goldberg chants. Goldberg comes out, just smashes and demolishes MJF. And then he gets his for real farewell speech. And you know what? Because they have the post-show pressers, that's where he'll have his post. Yeah. He'll have his speech next to Tony Khan. Absolutely.
Would you just give it away for free without a build like that?
I think for the sake of Goldberg has, you know, he's a strong dude, man, but he's a sensitive guy too. And I think to make sure that Goldberg feels complete and satisfied, because that's the point of why Tony is going to want to bring him anyways. But it's kind of like the Undertaker effect, man. There's just so many little nuances, similar to what you said on the other section that we had. There's certain nuances that it's like incomplete. It's like if you have the 100-question test and you got a 97. You're not looking at all the right answers that you got. You're like, oh, okay, which one did I get it wrong? You know what I mean? And so that's how our mind works when it comes to like the Zygarnik effect and things like that. And so it's like, I think that to just seal it all up, just give him his moment, pay him well. People know, similar to when they're doing the Chicago thing, people knew the CM Punk was coming without him saying the CM Punk was coming. He eventually announced it like a week or two before. But if it's in Atlanta, MJF's doing the, you know, open challenges and cutting the promos, people are going to know. They're going to buy the tickets for Atlanta because they know Goldberg's going to show up.
Yeah, he'd definitely get cheered in that scenario, like, yeah, too. So without, like, if there was a build and MJF had time to like really put some stink on it with his cleverness and his creativity and like really digging at him. Like, I do think if it was built and then the fans would, no matter what, chant for MJF. Yeah. But I've been wrong before, like twice, maybe 3 times.
3 times lady,
and I love you.
Nice.
I love you.
I think that Vince Russo and Bill Apter should have their own YouTube page alone, just doing karaoke.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that.
What's that skibidi stuff? Is that what the kids are talking about? That's just like terrible content on YouTube? Like, that sounds
really?
Stupid. I don't know. I'm not.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I'm disconnected.
I think it'd be hit, man. Apter and Russo, Night on the Town, man. Just
Night on the Town does sound cool.
Night on the Town, man.